afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, the one, the only. Off here to our 1 vs 1 own, crossing the woods in the north of this forest, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 7th Panzer Division Western South, it is MajorKusanagi, fighting for the Soviet Union, Socialism. Comrade Stalin, rolling out here with the 6th Mechanized Corps. We're looking at Lightning War, Storm and Mechanized Assault versus NKVD with Infantry Panzerfaust versus Engineers, Penal Troopers and Snipers. Kusanagi here to Special 5 Command start with likely Penal Troopers and Snipers. Grenadiers, MD-42s there for 4S in the meanwhile. So standard stuff then from 4S. Versus the Wehrmacht, Penal Troopers and Snipers, perhaps less common, but not exactly unknown either. Pioneers and westwards, Grenadiers hitting MD-42 and eastwards. Grenadiers are almost done here though. With the double engineer style, of course, Kusanagi ensures he does not fall too far behind if he goes for other Penal Troopers or Snipers, so that tends to be sort of a very common move. Some players might go for a Counter Squad instead of that one second engineer squad, but either way, usually just try to go for some of the lighter stuff before then going for whatever you want from the Special Rifle Command. Westward push this up from the Pioneers. Grenadiers, MD-42 looks like to be heading eastwards here, but to try and pressure Kusanagi around these fuel point if indeed that is the point he's heading towards. Sniper almost down there for Kusanagi. Got the point there secured. Point here being secured. Grenadier escort number 2 on the way there for 4S and the 3rd Panzer Grenadiers versus Engineers. MD-42 securing the point here. Slightly aggressive push, and there we go. We got the sniper out here for Kusanagi, the Scharfschütze or Heckenschütze. Second Grenadier squad down there for 4S. Grenadiers almost got the point, but we got the sniper moving up there, and it's going to take a shot there. The Grenadiers, and there you go. Otto down. MD-42 they're ready. How will he respond to the sniper start? Will he be ready for it? Another Grenadier down. He keeps trying to get the mission point, at least MD-40 eastwards here, but even then with the sniper nearby, I think it's best to just pull back here. Though, of course, we could try and sort of buy time. We might try and use this machine as bait and somehow try and get a Grenadier squad behind the sniper and then sort of try and kill it that way. That's going to be pretty risky. Pioneers going southwards. More Grenadiers likely going in here. Could also go for sniper to counter MajorKusanagi sniper, though, of course, he's going for NKVD, likely partly on purpose, to ensure that if he knows his opponent, if his opponent goes for a sniper, he knows it thanks to radio intercept. But American 4S here might just try and push it for 2 to 2. There you go, MD-42 repositioning, very good. Well, there's also the other option in this case, which has to be Storm Doctrine from the ambush training, since ambush camouflaged MD-42s can be a reasonable sniper counter, a bit more interesting, I'd say, than a counter sniper. That's just me personally. Plus, Grenadiers would say light machine guns and ambush camouflage are also very potent in just fighting infantry. Sniper there with 2 kills, Engineers setting out, got the east side secured, 4S getting sort of the center victory point there. We got the sniper creeping about with a scope motion in their gun. MD-42 they're trying to deal with the flank, but of course going to be open to the sniper. Oh, it's going to be open to the sniper no matter what. Got Grenadiers versus the Penals moving in the west there. We got more Penals on the way there for Kusanagi. MD-42 the retreating. Take up there for 4S. Again, I'm expecting a fast 2 to 2. Or 251 flame for a half deck. I mean, that could also work. It used to be sort of an interesting counter there some players would go for, but has, I would say, fallen out of favour. But it could be an option there for 4S to consider if he wants to, but heading there for decent fuel point, taking advantage of Kusanagi, then moving towards the centre again. The fact that his force right now is not particularly mobile, due to having to screen the sniper a lot, he can sort of try and outmaneuver Kusanagi by having a reasonable idea where the sniper is. So that's some clever play there by 4S. Thumbs up. Tech up almost done. Pioneer's retreating. He wants to get that, like to make a nice company up. Plus, with the Penals coming in, they're going to be already depleted counter assist. He might as well just pull back. But he's almost got the eastern fuel point here. Kusanagi's very slow to respond. Back in base here, we got 2 Penals, 2 Engineers, and 1 Sniper. And there you go, Engineers dealing with Engineers. They're hosing them down, suppressing them, and causing over a bit of damage. Grenadiers need to reinforce fast. And there we go, we do get Storm Doctrine. Opening up for ambush camouflage, and that's exactly what it's going to go for. Again, ambush camouflage machine guns. Well, a bit tricky in some cases, so that can still be, I think, a very powerful counter. And again, usually have a good chance of just killing the sniper. In particular, Vickers machine guns. If you somehow manage to grab a Vickers and turn it against, your British sniper, again with ambush camouflage, is really good against it. But the MD-42 it can work if you sort of bait it into the right range. There you go, moving up here. Back here, like to make a nice company being dug up for 4S. Grab the western fuel point there. Got the eastern fuel point as well as this. Got 4S will be getting hit here off Kusanagi. Well played there for sure. Engineers reinforcing. They should be reinforcing soon. Grab the western point here. Grenadiers setting out. We'll see if he goes for ambush camouflage on those, because again, Grenadiers with light machine guns and ambush camouflage are a potent combo. And there you go. Note he set it up there to hold fire as well, so he's going to try and see if he can't catch a sniper or anything else and just hose it down. And he's going for the flame for half-tech. So we actually may get to see the flame for half-tech sort of being used as an attempted sniper counter as well. Plus, it just puts pressure on Kusanagi's infantry. He could go for 2-2s, or he could just try and stick to a regular half-tech either way, though. He's going to have to open up the engineers here. There we go. Ambush camouflage opening up. Then again, getting extra accuracy in there, which just allows him to do more damage for a lot. In this case, has to retreat, but you know, the ideas are all nice and might just make Kusanagi a bit more paranoid. He has to worry about every corner, maybe hiding an MG42. Can be a bit surrounded, and there you go. Flame for half-tech on the way there for Fortress, and the 3rd Panzer Division. We got Pioneers coming up versus Flame for Engineers. They're going to need more support to pull through that one. And looks like he's trying to dodge potential rifle grenades here, just trying to buy time. We got the sniper moving in here. Flame for half-tech moving eastwards to bag out the Pioneers. Engineers taking heavy damage. There you go. Half-tech rushing in as well. Opening up with a machine gun. Hosing it down. And these are the penals. There you go, getting slanked with a sniper. But again, flame for half-tech coming. He's going for the anti-tank rifles, and of course, Fortress could try and just bypass them and hope they aren't upgrading it and sort of getting into time there. But of course, in this case, he decides, you know, that's a bit too risky, and of course it would be. I mean, he's still sometime away. There you go, field gun out. So he's actually side tech for the bomb company. Entering choice there by Kusanagi, but does make sense. And these being slowly retreated, trying to go for the sniper here. Flame for half-tech going for it as well. Penals was down to less than half health, and there goes sniper immediately gets a devil out of their Fortress by still in control of both fuel points. And if he can sort of maintain this control, he could actually get away with a fast tier 2 here versus Kusanagi, which would of course be very bad for Kusanagi, but great for Fortress. The other option to consider might also be laying down some Regal mines that could further support this, because you know, if say he catches a vehicle with a Regal mine, that could certainly also give him a bit of time there. So we'll have to see what it happens here with Fortress. Machine gun there, good to go. Gun is reinforcing. Flame for half-tech heavily damaged. We've got a bunker up there for Fortress, and the 3rd Panzer on his base. Western fuel point there being assailed again. Engineers almost being murdered by Fortress's Grenadiers. Almost got the wipe. Fun fact about flame for half-tech, so they're usually sort of part of I believe it was the Panzer Grenadiers. I think it's either battalion sort of headquarters, the regimental headquarters, but always sort of part of that. There'll be usually sort of platoon attached to those headquarters units, alongside a series of other specialists, which usually doesn't get talked about a lot, but there's sort of a lot of, so say, combat specialists there, like for example the flame for a half-track. So, little fun fact there. Medic bunker almost done. Flam Panzer wagon being upgraded. Bringing up eastern side here with the snipers. Grabbing the western eastern munitions. He's losing the western fuel point though, and about to lose the eastern one as well here as Kusanagi boldly moves into the sniper. Flam Panzer wagon almost done. We'll be seeing any light machine guns here perhaps. What ambush camouflage? Machine gun back in the center again here for Fortress. And he's going for sniper zone, deciding he's had enough of that. And he's going to try with the sniper zone. Interesting choice, of course, again, versus Kusanagi with NKVD. It's not going to be quite as surprised as you might have hoped for otherwise. We'll have to see if Fortress is possibly considering that. I mean, he should be seeing the doctrine is there, so he could be potentially considering it. But then again, if he isn't, he could be in for a nasty surprise. And again, Kusanagi will be playing his sniper, I imagine, a lot more carefully once he knows. Oh, he counts it for another MG42. Nice. That means slightly more ambush camouflage as well. Plus, in this, briefly consider tech was going to go for the Pack 41st. Either way, 2 ambush camouflage machine guns. I think it's going to be quite a headache there for Major Kusanagi to deal with if handled correctly. Got one grenade squad light machine, and again would benefit from ambush camouflage as well. It is also a really cheap upgrade, so I mean, it's easy when you can just sort of chuck on most stuff. Though unupgraded grenadiers benefit the least from it. You really want something with a high rate of fire and just the counter and TKs to benefit from it. Even G43s benefit nicely from it, but the light machine gun is a big benefit to it. Pack 40 almost done. He's obviously worried about Kusanagi rushing down with the T70, and that's obviously a very valid concern. Maximum as well here, but they got the field gun turning about here. Pioneers need to retreat. smoke bomb drop there already. That could also be helpful, pushing for attack here against Kusanagi, in particular since he's focused around here. For example, chucking in the smoke around here could neutralize a lot of Kusanagi's center. Allowing for a successful assault with a flame for half tech backed up by some infantry, so that could be something that Kusanagi could consider. Admittedly, smoke sort of covered assault is not something most players generally do consider. Even amongst the higher ranked players, it tends to be a bit rarer. Same command up with the Kusanagi though, field gun abounding machine gun. Its position is rather given away there. And there you go, forced retreat. Second MU4 up there needs adding ambush camouflage here as well. Good spot boys, since there's a lot of open ground, it can sort of catch units in and hose them down. No tech of yet. I do think that should be Forrest's next priority. Oh, never mind, just to say that he presses the button, he begins to tech. Back here for Kusanagi, tank commander almost up. He could try and move straight ahead for the mechanized armor company here. We shall have to see what ends up with there for Kusanagi. Punitive catching the flame for a half tech. Kusanagi also says he's a bit short on infantry. He's down if he only has 2 punitive squads, he could, for example, consider calling in the comes a command squad, but I also think that now the infantry squad at least would do Kusanagi there. Nice amount of work. Take up halfway done. Sniper continues to sort of snipe away. These falling back. No ambush camouflage on them. They go. MD42 ambushing the penal troops there, hitting them with quite a few shots there. Another piece of advice is usually when this sort of happens, you sort of get units sort of get the ambush to go off. You usually want to reposition it so your opponent can't just immediately begin bombarding the area. Just play around. For example, here one idea would then be sort of shift machine gun from here to there, sort of roughly covers the same area, but again, the angle which your opponent can sort of just get past is going to be different. So a bit of advice there. T-7 on the way there for Kusanagi. Forrest can soon begin building the support core. In fact, he can do that. And the faster you can get something out there, the better. In this case, a Austrian flak panzer I think would be a very good choice here versus Kusanagi. Pins swimming up, I presume they're going to these. Gun these up holding up here as well. And there we go, so Pomacor going up there for Forrest. Flank panzer wagon going in here, charging behind the support lines. Gauging the max and burning away at it. A bit of interest to back it up would be really good. But sadly, Forrest couldn't quite get anything to keep pace there. Which is lucky for Kusanagi though. Oh, this could have looked a lot more ugly. Sniper there with 17 kills. T-7 moving in to pursue the Grenadiers. No Regal mines down here. Telemines from Forrest as they catch up the T-70, which again will make the Pack 40 also think a bit more effective. You just immobilize the T-70 and then take it out.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Or any other vehicles tanks your opponent might get. You go for the Stuk here, but Osman I think might be a better choice with all the infantry to support them to that. And it's just the T-70. He could try and set up for the Panther IV as well, but I feel like here the Austrian might be the better choice personally. That does look like Forrest might be more into Panther IVs and Sniper moving about. If he had the line of sight, he could get off. Oh, I can't quite see it. Pioneer's moving in there. Oh, close one there. Close one. Very lucky there for Kusanagi Sniper. Magnum being suppressed here. Field remotes on the flank. Flank hunter moving straight into it. That's going to go down there. I think he's not going to have a chance to pull it out. It could try with the smoke bomb, but I think in this case it's simply too late. The terrain is also pretty bad if you're getting the flame for half take out fast. So yeah, good set there by Kusanagi punishing Forrest there. And there we go. He does end up going for the flak panzer. Good. Good. Meanwhile, Kusanagi doesn't have the resource to take up. He's going to have to probably rely on more field guns or something like that. Bombarding in the machine gun position. Direct hit. Clearing out almost the entire unit. Should have been fast to get out of there once he knew the field gun was nearby. But he does get out of there. Close one there for Forrest. Having lost the MD-42 on top. The flame for after it would have been quite costly. Troops reinforcing. Losing the western points. Flak Panzer's almost on there though for Forrest and the 3rd Panzer Division.
The enemy is taking our territory. Ostwind ready for deployment.
There we go, Flak Panzer out.
Ostwind standing by. The territory is out of contact.
Getting the engineers there, pushing them back. Flak Panzer moving ahead there with its 3rd Terminal Flak. Another field gun there for Kusanagi. Thanks of course to radio intercepting nurse Forrest has the Flak Panzer. Ooh, mine went off there, and we're going to see what behind the engineers. That be some very helpful there for 4S. Engineers wiped, annihilated. He's going to have to replace those losses. The only sort of good light there for Kusanagi was at least the flamethrower didn't get dropped from 4S to turn against him. MD4 guns went for the center, got the field gun. Oh, T70 here nearby. T70 Barlow units to spot. We need to get not get caught up by the penal troops right in front of the field gun. There you go. Anti-tank self-charge off. Flak Pants trying to get out of there. Quite the Herculean throw there. Almost taking out the Flak Panzer though. Penal troops dropping an anti-tank rifle there, pushing them away. T70 might go in here. Pack 4 is ready to cover up as well. Very good. And we do get telemarks down there from Fortress. Good job as well. Can just go try and grab the anti-tank rifle. At least to augment the firepower bit. Him just denied to Kusanagi as well, but looks like he decides he does not want that Soviet Scheiße. Machine gun those Barrows spotted moving up, then it's going to be getting bombarded. Gonna have to treat that one. More pioneers to repair the armor pool here would be a very good idea for 4S. Oh, we do actually get ambush camouflage up for the Gundis as well, slowly. Very good, very good. Thumbs up there to 4S, thumbs up. And we get more pioneers as well, excellent. Wunderbar. Pioneer squad number 2 almost done, grabbing the point here with the Grenadiers.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
Pushing down the engineers, they could try and panther for there. Go the T70, slowing down its repairs a bit. Moving up the eastern side, very good, which is certainly likely defended right now. If we can fix up the Flak Panther faster here. Looks like one of the Pioneer squads is not doing its job yet. There you go, more minesweepers in case of, well, mines from Kusanagi, though I don't think Kusanagi is, well, besides that one mine there, he's not been laying down a lot. Other 2 pioneers should definitely speed up the repairs of the Flak Panzer and go for another one, which would be a bit on the bolder side, but he could try for it. But Panzer Force and Stooks, I think, would probably be a better choice. He could also theoretically maybe consider Howitzer down the road if Kusanagi digs himself further, in which case Howitzer could be useful sort of blowing past some of Kusanagi's fortifications. And he does go for the Howitzer already now, a bold choice. Bold choice, the lighter Feldhaubitz. We'll be using that one obviously to bombard Kusanagi and his support weapons. Now there were 22 kills, 22 Flak Panzer moving eastwards. MD42 they're hiding about. That maximum too, with the way the crew's lined up, there's going to be a info beating. Heavy damage having inflicted. Maximum crew is dropping rapidly. And there you go, field gun to the rescue. Still got half the unit gone. And the wife's got to push up here. We've got the machine gun there holding up. Close to Veteran 2-1, but not quite there either. Howitzer is ready now as well here for Kusanagi. You can sort of find the targets obviously and be bombarding it. You can of course for this use smoke bombs since that also doubles as air reconnaissance. You know, find the target and then annihilate it. Or he could just fire blindly into the enemy base, hope he catches something, which is generally not the what I'd recommend in most cases. It can work out, but you know, you can also just get a ton of whiffs rather than just any actual kills. Got a single killed, I think that was one of the medics that suffered loss there. No, actually one of the maximum crews, so I suppose a small one there. Flak Panther there though. Awfully close to the anti-tank penal troops plus the howitzers exposed. No further kills here so far. Damage. He's constantly moving about inside his own base to try and avoid any howitzer shots. Kusanagi striking hard here at 4S, who's going to need some more armor to push back at the enemy infantry with the T-3476 out. He will probably have to go for the Stug, at least consider it. Sniper almost dead here. Still one kill there for the howitzer. And we got mines down here right under 4S's nose. T-70 the Panther Fire taking hit from the Pack 40, so we've got the T-3476 ready. Flak Panther being fixed up. Stug really shook the pride here for 4S, and he got has the resources now for the Stug 3G, but will 4S commit to it? That's the magical question here. Will he commit to it? Because we've got the west side machine gun they're being pushed back in the face of such Soviet onslaughts. T-34 looking eastwards. MD42 up now, that's going to have to treat though because the MD42 can't deal with that. And looks like here 4S might be playing for a Panther 4. How's it good to go again? Will he try and just fire into the enemy base again and just hope he gets lucky, or will he actually try to, aim for more specific targets and murder them? That's going to be the magical question here. Looks like he is going to be aiming for a bit more specifics around his own fuel point. Sandbags and barbed wire destroyed. Ooh, poor Yuri there. Suffered a heart attack and exploded. Nice penal troop or sniper with T-34 and 6 backing it up. Stug on the way there for Forrest. The Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. And before turning that backed up by Grenadiers. Max is going to have to pull back. We also got the flak panzer moving in here, very close to Veterans 1. Field gun they're setting out as well. And there you go. Maximum crew is exposed to an awful lot of firepower. Flak panzer moving ahead here. Field gun crew could get possibly cleared out. T-7 moving in, heavily damaged. And more importantly, with the damage into that is rapidly fixed. Stug almost done. So 2 kills on the howitzer so far here for Forrest. And the 70 for 46 moving in. Stug's going to need to deal with that. There we go. Sturmgeschütz. Gefechtsbereit. T-34 from 6 down to less than half of. Gunners in the being bad here with the field gun and the T-70. Stug sitting out. Hard's almost good to go again, and we got a field cache up for Kusanagi to support himself in future fights by providing more resources long term. Gun is setting off a mine, intended for the Osprey possibly. And there you go, Veteran 1 flak panzer. Oh, sniper caught out in the open. Sniper though does look to be escaping here. Stug moving in. Every shot they miss the T's in. The flak panzer goes down to the double Osprey. Quite a blow there to Forrest. Was always, reasonably useful attempt to counter. But in this case, though, the double field guns very much put that one to rest. Back here, troops in reinforcing. Howitzer good to go again. We also got anti-tank overwatch here ready for Kusanagi versus Forrest. We got 427 with 373 victory points. T-7 creeping ahead for a bit of air reconnaissance. Stug moving ahead, he should add the penalty machine gun if possible. Of course, he might be setting up for, say, a Stuka bomb drop. T-7 grabbing points here, but that's going to stop both Stug from cut. Yes, this one covering. He could hit the area here with the howitzer. Ooh, close one there. Will he begin bombarding? Yes, looks like it. Good work there. Bit more better artillery usage there if he just gets a bit more lucky this time around. Begin to pull back the support weapons. Oh, first shot there goes wide off the mark. Second shot gets a man killed in the maximum crew. Stuka bomb drop is also now ready. He just needs a bit more munitions. Second shot flies a bit farther there. Wow, he is having some terrible luck here. And it's not like it's far away, but still the scatter is a okay, that's better. Decent in the maximum. Then he's been pushed back by the T-34 from 6 in the east. We got another T-34 on the way for Kusanagi. T-70 need repairs again. So we're now at 4 kills for the howitzer. Oh, 5 kills. Slight improvement there. Mines being laid down there for Forrest to catch up into Kusanagi's assault. But ours remains on the defensive versus Major Kusanagi and the Red Army. T-34 from 6 almost done. Forrest could go for another Stug, he could go for an Osprey, he might just go for the Panzerfaust at this point, and certainly Panzerfaust what certainly I think what he's aiming for. Gonna just caught ambushing out there. And these pioneers being sniped here by Kusanagi sniper, now with 29 kills, almost ace level. Push for the west side there with engineers, very good play there. Gonna have to rush in force to deal with that. Panther is getting very close here for Forrest. And the 3rd Panzer Division. Ooh, machine gun there caught in a really bad spot. Stug moving up, but needs to be mindful of those field guns that Kusanagi likes to keep around here. Howitzer firing again. Well, obviously fires into the base, or he fires at the howitzer. There we go, fires after the howitzer. Field gun directly on the T-34 from 6. Shot misses. T-7 pushes back the troops in the west. Decent hit there on the field gun crew. Nothing huge either. 6 kills. Sniper pushing ahead here, pushing back the pioneers. Quick use of flare stubber for Kusanagi. Sniper at 33 kills. Fortis needs to do something a bit drastic, I think, to turn the game around in his favour. He is starting to lose ground a bit more consistently. He's having a harder time pushing out there because Kusanagi is establishing sort of ball control. He's even firing flares into his opponent's base. I think just to see if he can sort of find an opening to sort of exploit with his T-34 from 6 and do some extra damage to his opponent. Panther's almost done. Oh, got the field gun crew there. Good work. Trooping at last time, we got the T-Storm, we got engineers surrounded. Could get a wipe on the engineer squad again. There we go. And the Panther Force already here. Sniper there with 34 kills, and these T-34s from 6 there. Banging up for a push for the fuel point there. Coming westward, moving eastward, pushing back the T-34s from 6 there. How's it good to go once more here for Fortis. And we're going for the T-70, almost got it, almost got it. One more hit and it'll be down. But at the same time, might lose the MB-42 if he's not careful. And even of course, he can recruit, it will still cost him precious experience. T-70 down, another victory there for Fortis. MajorKusanagi, of course, need to be careful not to get overconfident versus Fortis. It's ready to fire again. Let's see if it's firing this time around. Into the base by the looks of it, and wow, that shot went off quite a bit there. Kill the medics, but you know, that's not really going to stop Kusanagi, since they'll just be replaced for free. Machine gun center being hosed down by Kusanagi's machine guns. Probably wish you'd been more buying, to be honest. Grenadiers eastwards, nothing, no Panzer Grenadiers for Fortis, which are going to think a bit more offensive firepower here versus Kusanagi. And we got a replacement T-70 inbound, indicating the T-70 is actually an important and integral part here of Kusanagi's strategy versus Fortis, using it for, you know, reconnaissance and grabbing points. So that's interesting to see. They're not something you see too often, to be honest, from T-70 players. Not something you see too often. Believe it or not. 12 kills there still, close to veterans you want. You got 300 troubles with 369. Machine gun being routed. Canadians could try and get closer to Panda fast. We got another T-34 on the way there for Kusanagi, and the 6 mechanized core sniper, they're almost dead but routed. Getting most of the victory points by now, and also most of the fuel points. We just moved eastwards there. T-34 on 6, number 2 almost done. And we can see the field guns being routed eastwards to try and do something there, I guess. But on this, and it's not going to be able to really stop a lot on this. Fortis just decides to park a tank in front of it, which would be a bit silly. He's getting assaulted by the Stu, Hacks, and Panda Force. Almost got it. We got a field in here by. He could try and. Oh, artillery running down here as well. Victor in the Maximum crew. We got Victor's one in the howitzer. 14 kills now. Maximum crew is taking some heavier casualties there. Second shot goes off in the east. We got the T-34 next to the Pioneers. Direct hit on the field gun crew. 16 kills. Crew is down to 4-man now. Moving eastwards, no further armor there for Fortis. He's planning tier 4 perhaps, 9. Trying to hit out the field gun crew, not a bad idea at all. And east is Duke moving in, but in its own. Pretty risky there for 4S. A few gunneries holding up here. Yeah, 16 kills in the howitzer, starting to look good there for Fortis, starting to look good. Going to need to retreat. Almost wiped. Panther Force crew setting out. Direct hit here. T-34 from 6 down to half health. Got a field gun setting up. They could call in the stick of bomb drop. We got tank overwatch. They're ramming the Stu. Taking it out there, nice play by Kusanagi. Turning the tables here. Fortis could take out his Panther 4. He needs to get it out of there fast. Let's get caught up there in terrain and bad path thing. He's going to lose it, I think. Oh, he's blitzing. Whew, looks like he does manage to pull it out of there. Damn close to the fortress. Damn close. And look like we see some hard artillery here, since there's a bunch of infantry here maybe. Ooh, that could have been a bit better. They still got a kill. Now the Panther there for 4S. MD42 they're holding up against an infantry assault in the centre. More kills in the Maxim field, going to the same area of fire there as the Maxim crew. Bit risky there for Kusanagi, to be honest. Kills in the field gun crew, we got 21 kills in the house, Panther 4 halfway done. Maxim retreating in the face of this naked German aggression. We now got Tier 4 the Fortress in the wake of the Panther 4 planning Panthers or Sturmpanzers here. We'll have to see that works out because he's a bit short in field compared to Kusanagi, who's getting plenty, partly due to that fuel cache he's got. Panther 4 more 12's done, other Panther 4 good to go. Panther 4 they could take out the T-54-6. Field guns will of course could be dispatched. Oh, never mind, use the mission on something else. Still, Comet Blitz here, going to try and take out that T-54-6, maybe flank the field gun destroyed. Now one moving in there, so he can't really get away. There has to blitz the Panther 4 out of there. Still close to it. Too good work there. And the Panther 4 goes down. Bad luck there for Forrest. Bad luck. Panther firing again. I'm sure it's shooting this time. Oh, directed actually wipes out one of Kusanagi's infantry squads, like one of the two. He still hasn't gone for a lot more. Snowball's being taken out there. Wow, these shots are just hitting somehow. It's kind of weird there. Holy smokes, a bit further ahead than that, actually taking out the sniper of the penal troopers. Close to T2 there again. Another one really close there for Kusanagi. That one went completely off the mark. There we go, Howard's Betty 2, T7 taking out here, but the Panther 4 need to go up to extended. Here, Panther 4 will be going up fast. Now the T-54-6 now for Kusanagi. And the T-54-6 explodes, leaving Kusanagi now with no tanks. Howard's getting ready to fire again. Snarbawa's got 39 kills, ace level there. Good work by Kusanagi keeping that sniper alive. I suppose less good work by 4S in killing said bastard. So certainly having access to radio interception makes it harder for him to sort of pull off any surprises there. Sandbagging the eastern fuel point. Not a bad idea at all. Another maximum away there for Kusanagi. And the MD42 goes down quite a blow there. Since I think that was an ace level one there. Panther being slow repaired here by 4S. Loading the Spanish out, we could see some artillery here. And again, more accurate now. Might just have a slightly better impact there against Kusanagi. Oh, close one, they're almost taking out the entire Maxim crew. Machine gun being stolen. Maxim almost dead, survives a direct hit there almost. Stuka bomb drop as well, oh my. That ended up being a waste there. Too much artillery in one point, like he oversaturated it and just ended up wasting the Stuka bomb drop. That was definitely not good ever for us. That was a definite waste of munitions. So that's great for Kusanagi that he just ended up throwing away 200 munitions right down the kitchen sink. Panther 4 still being fixed up there by Fortis. .28 kills in that howitzer though. Troops seem reinforced. We now got 3 machine guns here for Kusanagi versus 4 versus 1 MD team. Headquarters the T-54-6. Target recon being attempted, but like any line of sight, he's not, I think, we're able to take full advantage of it. And the T-54-6, even if like stunned, is going to be able to get away here. So a nice attempt there by Fortis, but again lacking a bit to finish with there. Howitzer good to go again once more here for Fortis and Deutschland. Close shot there, sort of, but in the end didn't really do any serious damage. Again. moving through the centre. Got Commissioners Pillars being supposed. Got the Panther 4 moving up there. Heavy Panther Corps still not going up there in Fortress's base in the east Indonesian territory. More T-Fed force for Kusanagi and the Red Army as they once more prepare Stalin's steamroller to smash the fascists with. MG4 to the ambushing out of nowhere to hit the MG there and quickly doing a lot of damage, plus putting it down. He's in popping incendiary players around to just further add insult to injury there. Primarily just insult. And there you go, Maximus being bled out there. Father raining in from the field gun nearby, but it's not enough. Oh, it actually ends up being enough. I mean, those field gun barrages can end up being ridiculously accurate. And there you go, just wipes the machine gun. Bit of a shame there for Fortress. His heart, meanwhile, is getting ready to fire again. Flanking the Maxim here. T-54 is going to be there. Fortress might want to consider some Panther grenades again. Just a bit more infantry versus Kusanagi. Going in to grab the machine gun there. Very good. Denied to Kusanagi and the 6 mechanized corps. Another T-54 out there for Kusanagi. Still a heavy Panther corps there for Fortress. Offloading a lot of manpower. About to get ready to fire again, though. Oh, seems to be around here. Not a bad spot at all. First shot, though. Quite off the mark. Need to retreat the machine. He's retreating, but might be too late here. Oh, good hit on the Maxim there. Takes out a fat chunk, leaving only one survivor. Pillars are taking man loss. I've got 33 kills on the howitzer now. And got to wipe somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. Panther going west was there. Maxim there could go down. Could go down. Down to just one man. There we go. Destroyed. We got Tango watching against this Panther 4. Need to get out of there fast. And these T-Fed folks are coming to against the Grenadiers here. Forest building heavy Panther Corps finally. Howitzer blasting away there. 34 kills in the end for now. It's slowly getting there. It is slowly getting there. Heavy Panther Corps being rushed out. MD4 reinforcing. We got 295 versus 237. Victory points wise, things are remaining close between the two. There you go, Heavy Panzer Corps can soon go for Panthers or Storm Panzers. Trying to clear up the field and crew there. Close one there, but the T-54 looks around. I don't think they're able to finish it off there without risking into the Grenadiers, which would I think be very bad there for 4S. Panther 1 was good to go again. Sturm Panzer available, but again in this situation I'd probably recommend the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Frei das Vaterland. Kusanagi, I would also say, still incredibly strong infantry. Fortress again feel like could push for a 4th one, and Kusanagi just needs to build up his numbers to 3. I definitely feel like he's short-chaining himself a bit there in terms of troop capability. Hard to firing off there again. Directly on the T-54 from 6 from the Pack 40 here, the Ace Pack crew by the way. Directed here on the machine gun, killing at least one poor bastard. Another hit there, 36 kills on the howitzer. Directly on the T-54 there by the Pack 40, machine being pushed back, almost taken out here. Going for the western victory point, push for the eastern one with 2 Grenadier squads, need some armor support though. He's getting very closer to the Panther, and we finally got a fuel cache up here for Fortress. Could have done with that one I think a bit sooner, but better late than never. Now that stands a bit to contrast to fuel cache, which generally you want them as fast as possible to get sort of got more resources out of them the longer a fight lasts. Field gun now bonding and returning into the centre. Panther moving westward with the machine gun there, need some support there. Fuel cache down here for Fortress. Panther is very close, we're talking seconds here. A second. And there you go. He can now call in the mighty Panzerkampfwagen 5. T-54 going for a flank. He might go for the howitzer. The flank is exposed. Panther 4 down as well here. Oh no. We are seeing the Panther here, but it could collapse before that happens due to some mistakes there with 4S. No mines here, by the way. Hunter's going to be assaulted here and taken up. Panther is slowly on the way here. Grenadiers moving up. Can he finish them? Can he protect the pack? Or the howitzer? Panther slowly getting halfway done. He's going to lose up there. If it was actually free, he could actually use the direct fire ability, but he's not quite there. There's a fun fact: the LF-H-18 howitzer was actually used as an anti-tank gun during Operation Barbarossa because it was one of the few things they had that could actually take out enemy tanks. T-54 looks like going to get Panther fausted. He can't finish it off there, and he's going to lose the howitzer. Pulling the Pack 40, there you go. Pop goes the Weasel. Panther almost down there for Fortress. Kusanagi could lose the T-54 from 6 here. Almost got it. Panther about to hit. Go. Got the T-34 from 6. Panther sending enemy guy into tango. Watch in there. Oh no. Oh, tail him on this at all, but he needs to get the Panther out of there. Oh no, it's going to get rammed. It's going to get rammed right in the anti-tango. Watch. Silly firing down there. Field guns also opening up. This is pretty bad for Fortress. Got overconfident, perhaps now going to tank side charge offers on with that. The Panther's down in a matter of seconds. And pop goes the reason why that. I would say Fortress is dead in the water. He stands now no real chance here versus Kusanagi. If he just pushed out a few Panzer grenades, I feel like he'd be in a much better state here versus Kusanagi. And of course, would have punished Kusanagi if he's just relying on 2 penal trooper squads. But sadly, Fortress was not a big fan of Panzer grenades. At least he's 4 grenadier squads. Now the T-34's next one later for Kusanagi. Fortress clearly not too keen on this. Certainly can't fault him for feeling like that. There are definitely some things he could have done better, but oh well. But at this point, I think it's safe to say this GG, game over. A loss here for Fortress, a victory for Major Kusanagi. A bit of a nasty fight. It was close at times, but in the end, again, I feel like Fortress, lack of infantry, particularly assault infantry, made it hard for him just do any sort of significant harm to Kusanagi when active attack. The howitzer, while nice, again, lacked something to really coordinate with, and I also feel like he should make use of those smoke bombs, at least to set up some assaults to really sort of push through Kusanagi, because in the end, he sort of just allowed Kusanagi to sort of build up a lot of veterans in these support weapons, and they become really, really nasty when that happens. Again, like this is 3s. Honestly, I feel might even be slightly overtuned at the moment, but that's for another video. But still, like, he should have tried sort of aiming to sort of take them up, to get rid of them. That have been given a much better chance versus Kusanagi. In the end, there's sort of some issues. Then again, the lack of fuel cache early on, I think, also hurt him. Still, there's some good players, but in the end, not quite enough there to deal with Major Kusanagi, who sort of had, I think, a strong hand there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell your enemies. And if you like what I do, you can donate or pledge on Patreon. Links are in the video description. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. You all leave one for audience. Up to you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.